Hey you guys, it's your girl T, so let's go ahead and get this recap started. Last night was episode 2 of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and I tuned in after I came back from the streaming awards party last night. I had a good old funky time. I made sure to record this on DVR, and when I got home, I watched the fuckery unfold. It was a bunch of mess, so make sure you have your teacups ready. Let's go ahead and sip this tea and get this recap started. So in the first scene, we have Nia and Soulja Boy. They're pulling up into this studio lot, and Nia's all happy. She got her boo. They're walking hand in hand. So they go up in the studio, and Soulja Boy just starts, making a bunch of noise about how he's rich and famous and how you're poor. You ain't got no jewelry. You ain't got no bling bling. And I'm like, yo, this song sucks, dude. Like, can you talk about something else? You've been talking about the same shit since you came out back in 2007, bruh. So while Soulja Boy is sitting here making all this damn noise, here comes Little Fizz. We hadn't gotten a chance to really see Fizz yet. So Little Fizz comes in. He has some diamond or rhinestone, something drilled into his tooth. So anyways, Little Fizz is there to announce that he's single and he's ready to mingle. He's doing him. And Soulja Boy kind of sounds sad, like he's upset that he's not single either. He's like, dang, man, you're single, man. You're lucky, man. And so Nia decides to excuse herself because she's tired of all this single talk, because she'd rather go FaceTime her daughter. So Nia walks out, and then Soulja Boy and Little Fizz start chopping it up. And Soulja Boy's basically asking Little Fizz, how does he feel, about the single life? Is he enjoying it? And Little Fizz is having a good old time. And then they start bragging and complimenting each other on how women just throw themselves at them and how they got women coming at them on Twitter and Instagram and everything else. And then Soulja Boy admits to blatantly cheating on Nia, saying that basically Nia accepts it because, Soulja Boy's an entertainer, and when he's on the road and he messes with these little groupies, they're just groupie treats. They're not, his number one. Nia's his ride or die. I find it funny that people want to act like the main chick is a ride or die, but yet and still you don't have enough respect for her to ride or die and not fuck other people on the side. The whole situation makes no sense to me whatsoever. Moving on to the next scene. The next scene, we have Broke Panties and Little Miss Momo. And Little Miss Momo is head over heels over Broke Panties. This whole situation is a mess. Their whole relationship to me just comes off as fake and forced and creepy as hell. Basically, Broke Panties, he has all these, flower petals on the ground. It looks like a bootleg ass coming to America, and the flower petals lead you out to the balcony. And so he has this beautiful romantic dinner set up. So Moniece sits down, and basically she opens her mouth, and her mouth just literally kills the mood. She starts talking about how she wants Rich to move to LA full time. Rich is like, no boo, I'm just gonna be here for a week. She's like, well, you need to meet my mom, then you need to meet Cameron, my son, you have to meet the whole family. They have to, vibe you out. And everything she's saying is like turning Rich off. Like, his expression is priceless. He's looking like, bitch, I need you to eat your food and then let me hit this afterwards. Like, you're just doing way too much talking right now. And then Moniece drops the bombshell, and she basically tells Rich that, well, I'm cute, I'm thin, I'm not a build-a-bitch. I don't want any more kids, so you need to get a vasectomy. And then Rich is looking at her like, bitch, what you say? That whole scene had me cracking up. I'm like, is this chick serious? How do you ask a man who's not your husband, who you've only known for 7 months, to get a vasectomy? If he would have asked Moniece that, oh, can you imagine all the crazy Twitter feminists that would have asked Moniece to tie her tube so she couldn't get pregnant? You don't ask somebody to basically sever their damn reproductive system because you don't want to have kids. If you don't want to have kids, get on birth control. You can't control another man's reproductive system. So I thought that was just so stupid. Rich looks like he's not into that relationship like that. He's more into Moniece because Moniece is needy. She's looking for a father figure. She's looking for love. And I feel like Broke Panties ain't doing nothing but playing with her head. Moving on to the next scene. The next scene, we had Tiara Marie and Nikki Baby, and they're riding down the street in Hollywood, and Tiara's standing up and she's having a good old time hanging out the car. I'm like, boo, you doing a little bit too much. Don't fuck around and fly out the damn car, because Mona Scott ain't got no damn insurance for your ass, okay? I'm gonna need you to have several damn seats. So anyways, they're going to go meet up with this girl named Nas, and Nas is supposedly some type of chick. She met her on a movie set, and Nas has the hookup on all the baddest models in LA. She can get a bunch of bad chicks come and model Miss Nikki Baby's lingerie line that she's creating, and Tiara's creating a whole little thing of blazers, and they need some models. Now my thing is, if Miss Nikki Baby runs and owns a strip club, why don't you get your strippers to model your lingerie? Why would you guys need Nas? And then Nas comes up there with her bright red hair. Her hair hair is a mess. She looks like she hasn't bathed in 2 or 3 days. And, you know, she's basically talking about how she's so stressed. And she's going through all this stuff with the love of her life. And, you know, she just has a lot on her mind. And they're like, well, okay, well, who's the love of your life? Who's this dude that you're talking about? And then this fool says Dre, that she's messing with Soulja Boy. And they're like, hold up now. We thought Soulja Boy was exclusively dating Nina. And she's like, well, you know, we were cool at one point in time. And Soulja Boy's been off and on with both of us. Like, basically, this chick is another proud side piece. You know, the whole situation to me makes no sense. So then Tiara tells her, you know what? If he's claiming Nia and he's not claiming you, then that's your answer right there. You need to let it go. But Miss Nikki Baby's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm about to tell Nia every damn thing, and we're going to get to the end of this. Nikki Baby's ass can't wait to find Nia and go spill the tea. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Miles and Milan. They're deciding to go to the strip club. Once again, they're trying to play into this whole situation that we're supposed to believe that they're really on the DL, and the only place they can go where folks won't suspect them of being a couple is to a female strip club. They look so out of place and so uncomfortable. They're trying to make it rain, and it don't even look genuine at all. So then they go to the car, and Milan is telling Miles that, you know, while they were in the strip club, he looks so cute, and he wants to kiss him and all this other shit. And Miles is literally looking disgusted. And I don't understand this. You know, it's one thing if he's trying to play this whole DL thing in front of other people, but why every time he gets around Milan, he acts like he don't want to be there? So either he's not really gay and he's just doing this shit for a check, or he's totally just playing the shit out of Milan, because his whole vibe to me, he's definitely not into Milan like Milan is into him. I mean, the whole situation makes no sense. I think Milan is so cute and he needs to cut his losses and keep him moving. He's not that into you, boo. He's just not that damn into you. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Fab Ab, aka the person we're all trying to figure out if she's transgender or not. So my thing is this. So you mean to tell me that Tiara, Miss Nikki Baby, went to Nas to go get them some models for Tiara's blazer line, and the only model that she could find is Fab Ab? I'm like, really? The only model you could find in LA is a struggle rapper? Like, seriously. And then the lingerie looked tacky as hell. She had on some Halloween sexy lingerie pantyhose. She didn't have on no type of shoes. The blazer looked cheap. I'm like, what the hell type of photo shoot is this? And she still came off as draggish. But during the conversation, we find out that she has a daughter. So that kind of surprised me. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe she is able to give birth. She does have a child. So, you know, while they're there, Moniece comes to, you know, come support Tiara. And Moniece is sitting here with some damn red, white, and blue streamers in her hair, and she's looking like a little kid, and she's super happy, and she just decides to just keep talking about this D and how she's getting so much D, and she's about to go ride the D. And Tiara's finally like, bitch, can you shut up talking about your sex life? Who are you talking about? Who's this dude that got you just glowing and running your mouth 24/7? And Moniece is like, Richie D. And then Tiara's looking at her like, what, Richie? Oh my God, do you know his reputation? He's such a whore and everybody's been with him. And Moniece is claiming that, you know, even though that's his reputation, he's changed. They've been together for 7 months and that this is a really serious relationship and that she's really in love with him. Tiara's steadily giving her the side eye because she's not buying it. This whole situation is just a scripted ass mess. I wasn't feeling it. And I'm still waiting to see where the hell the rest of the models are at, because the only model that we saw that whole time was Fab Ab. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Princess, and Princess is basically pondering about meeting up with Tiara Marie. She feels like, you know, they had such a connection at the spa party. They got along really well, and that Tiara Marie had her back, that she wants to hang out with her. She wants to meet up with her. So she goes to go meet her at the bar, and her and Tiara Marie are there. And basically, you know, they're talking about the whole Ray J situation, and she's talking about how she's not happy. She doesn't see Ray J giving her a ring. And Tiara Marie's trying to act like, you know, really, really concerned and really, really caring. And I'm sitting here looking at this shit like, is Princess for real? Why would you go out and hang out with your boyfriend's ex and think that she genuinely cares about you or your well-being in your relationship? You know, Princess may not be from LA. It should never be that damn serious. And then she also says that she's been out in LA for 2 years. She moved from her hometown to LA to be with Ray J, and she has not been out the house in 2 years. And that basically Ray J keeps her cooped up. Nobody can keep you cooped up unless you allow them to keep you cooped up. So I'm not going to sit here and allow her to play victim or feel bad for her. People do what you allow them to do. So if you allowed him to keep you in the house while he was out running the streets and doing him, that's on you, boo. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Miss Nikki Baby, honey. Y'all know Miss Nikki Baby is messy as hell. She has no man, no storyline, and no life. So she cannot wait to find Nia and spill the tea about everything that went down with Nas. She goes to meet up with Nia, and they're in some type of clothing store. And she's telling Nia about this girl named Nas that she just met and how Nas is messing with Soulja Boy. And Nia admits that Nas and her were friends. During her break with Soulja Boy, her friend Nas got with Soulja Boy, and they haven't been cool ever since then. So Nia starts asking Nikki Baby all these questions, and Nikki Baby's like, bitch, that's not my friend. That was your ex-friend. I don't know nothing about her. I've only met her one time. But then she lets it slip that she's supposed to be meeting up with Nas this weekend. That way they can go to her fitness boot camp that she's running. So Nia decides to take mental notes, but she doesn't tell Nikki she's going to show up or not. She just decides to surprise him a little bit later. Moving on to the next scene. So the next scene, we have Broke Pennies and Little Miss Momo, and they're at the pool. You know, they're having a good time. And Broke Pennies then decides to tell Moniece that basically he does not feel comfortable with her tattoo on her hip. It's from her very first love when she was 18 years old, who was not Drew. She's saying that, you know, she was with Drew. She had a baby with Drew. And Drew, you know what I'm saying, she didn't even take the tattoo or cover the tattoo up for Drew. So why should she be expected to cover the tattoo up for Rich Dollars? So, you know, Broke Pennies is sitting here like, no, I'm not going to be with the girl who has a tattoo of another man's name on her hip. And I'm sitting here like, these people really have no damn storyline. You're upset about a tattoo, but yet and still you screwed so many women in the industry for the male thought of love and hip hop, but you got the nerve to be mad about her tattoo. I'm gonna need Rich to have several seats, but like an idiot, Moniece decides to get it covered up. They end up going to the tattoo shop. She feels that if she gets this entire tattoo covered up, then at that point in time, Broke Pennies will owe her a favor, and then he'll be willing to move in with her and get like a condo, get a place. Because I think as of now, Moniece may still be homeless or couch hopping or doing whatever, because we all know last season she really didn't have a place to stay. She was kind of, you know, bumming off of friends. So I think that's why she's so desperate to have Broke Pennies put her up in some type of condo or something like that, because it makes no sense that she wants to move in with this man so fast. You know what I'm saying? You can tell Rich don't want to move in with her at all. He still wants his freedom. He still wants to live in New York and do what he wants to do, and then fly to LA when he feels like it. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we're dealing with the whole Miles and Milan situation. Basically, Milan is blowing up Miles. They're supposed to be going out on a date. He has not heard back from Miles. Miles is not answering his phone. We move over to Miles. Miles has basically ditched Milan to go play daddy to Fab Ab's daughter. So Fab Ab has like a 13 or 14-year-old daughter. I don't know where this child came from. I was assuming that the child would be about 4 or 5, because I'm like, okay, you've been dating him off and on since high school and you're so in love with him. When did you have this child? Was it during a break? You know, like, I just find the whole situation crazy. But he claims that he's, you know, been a father figure to this little girl since her father died. But I find it funny that once we see the little girl, she doesn't look anything like Amber. Now I'm questioning, is this really Amber's daughter? Because she still looks like a transgender to me. So I just don't know. I'm confused about their whole situation. And I feel like it's still sleeping with Amber, because he just seems so torn, like he just can't, you know, stay away from her or stay away from the situation. I understand them being friends, but why disrespect the so-called guy that you're in love with for this woman that you supposedly have no feelings for? You know, I just find the whole situation crazy. Why would Milan not accept you being a father to this little girl? Milan does not come off as that type. I think if he was honest with Milan, Milan would not care. You know, this storyline to me just makes absolutely no sense. I refuse to buy into this, that this man is really on the DL. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Princess, and she's coming out the house in this fierce blue dress, and basically she has a bag with her. She's saying that she's gonna go meet up with Tiara and go party, and she doesn't know she's gonna come home. So as she's putting all her stuff into her car, here comes Ray J. The music gets all dark and dramatic. He jumps out the car and he's like, where are you going? Where do you think you're going? What are you wearing? Why are your titties hanging out? Why are you dressed so sexy? Why are you acting funny? He started giving her ass the 5th degree, and I'm sitting here cracking up like, this shit is so staged. It's funny that as she's leaving, here comes Ray J's ass. You know, Ray J's just doing too much. He's coming off as like some type of spousal abuser. You know, he doesn't want her to go anywhere. He doesn't want her to have any type of freedom, but yet and still he's free to do what the hell he wants to do. He's mad about her boobs showing, but yet and still this is the same man who has a stripper party every other night in his condo with girls with no tops on and no bottoms on. But yet and still he's mad about his girl wearing the same shit. You know, so I just find this really funny. So April lets it slip that she's gonna go hang out with Tiara, that she's been talking to Tiara, and that she's just tired of the foolishness. She's tired of Ray J playing games with her, and that she needs to find herself and, you know, get up out the house more. So she ends up pulling off on Ray J, and Ray J's left looking dumbfounded in the driveway. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Ray J and Tiara. So he decides to meet up with Tiara. He calls her, and Tiara's, she's saying that she's not surprised because she had hung out with Princess the night before, and now Ray J wants to find out what's going on. So Ray J's talking to Tiara about how Princess's attitude has changed. Tiara's saying that basically she feels that, Princess is not happy, neither is Ray J. But Tiara has a lot of ulterior motives, and I feel like she's doing nothing more but trying to break Ray J and Princess up. She's trying to come between them, and to me, that's not a good look. It's not cool for her to try and break them up. You breaking them up is not going to heal your heart. It's not going to make Ray J want to come back to you. I think Tiara is very bitter because she's gained a significant amount of weight since last season, and that nobody's really checking for her. And I think she's upset that Ray J didn't come after her in the same way that he went after Princess. To me, it makes her look tacky that she's over here trying to play both sides of the fence. That's why I said before, Princess is stupid for trusting this girl. This girl's not your friend. She is the ex of your boyfriend. And so anything that she says to you, any type of advice that she gives to you, 9 times out of 10 is not going to be genuine. It's because she wants you to be miserable. She wants you to break up with Ray J, and she wants to get back at Ray J and see him miserable as well. So the whole situation is just insane. Moving on to the last and final scene. So in the last and final scene, we're at Nas's boot camp, and basically it's just Miss Nikki Baby and Tiara. And I'm sitting here like, okay, where's everybody else if you're running this big old boot camp? So while they're getting ready to start working out, here comes April and Nia. And so Nia walks up, and Nas is looking like, bitch, what is you doing here? And she's kind of upset because she feels like, well, who told her about this? And Miss Nikki Baby saying, well, I told April, but I didn't tell Nia, knowing damn well that she's lying and that she told Nia. So I find the whole situation crazy. Now I don't understand what's going on with Nia this season. Nia's definitely come out her ghetto ass shell. Now last season she was all, demure, and she was all about being a mother. But now this season she done went and got some breast implants. She got her boobs all out in her confessional. And now all of a sudden she's about that life. She's talking about she wants to whoop Nas's ass, and she wants to fight Nas, and she'll punch her in the face. And Nas is telling her that you're not going to punch in my face. You can stop trying to front and stop trying to, look good for this audience. You got me effed up. So they're going back and forth. Then they start fighting. The producers jump in and break them up. And Nas is screaming, that's why I had Soulja Boy. And every time you kiss him, you're tasting me. And, all that ghetto ratchet shit that we always hear anytime two females get into it over a guy. I think both these bitches are stupid as hell and delusional. First of all, during this time that these women are so-called dating Soulja Boy was with Diamond. And that was a public relationship. Soulja Boy was really in love with Diamond. So when did Nia and Nas even come into play? They were obviously the side pieces because Soulja Boy was in like a 2 to 3 year relationship with Diamond. So I just find this whole situation just stupid and scripted. I'm not buying this whole situation. Your friend can sit there and supposedly, creep off with your boyfriend. Then at that point in time, you let her go and you keep it moving. I'm not going to show up at a boot camp. I'm not going to do any of that. I think they both look stupid as hell because, as we all know, over the past few years, Soulja Boy has been with several women, and nobody had ever heard of Nia until this show, let alone not. I think both these girls need to have several damn seats. They both look stupid as hell, and at the end of the day, Soulja Boy is not even faithful to Nia. He's cheating on her with several girls on tour, so, she sounds stupid as hell even trying to defend his fuckery. So anyways, that's the end of my recap. This second episode was just insane. It was crazy. So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and you can show me some love by watching, rating, and subscribing to my videos. Don't forget to share them, and also don't forget to follow me on social media. And if you get a chance, make sure you check out Lovelyti.com where you can purchase a coffee mug or a t-shirt. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.